What We Watch After Dark, and today we are going to go over the movie Hulk. It is one of my favorite comic book characters. I like this iteration. It's the Ang Lee directed. Writers were Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and James Skaramis. It starred Eric Bana. And Jennifer Connelly, Sam Elliott, and Nick Nolte. All right, so here's the box office for you real fast. It was at an estimated budget of $137 million. Yeah, that's some big money. Almost to the slap. Anyway, gross is $32 million, and that's in U.S. and Canada. Opening weekend, $62 million, and that was on June 22nd, 2003. But gross worldwide, it did something, and it did $245 million. If you watch it, it really is an art piece. Let's go ahead and show the trailer, and when I get back, I'll start going over the facts, okay? Roll them.
Look at you. Off to college to be a great scientist.
Like your father.
There's something inside you so special. Someday you're gonna share it with the whole world.
Let's hit the gamma radiation.
Countdown started.
Nanomeds released. I don't understand what I just saw.
It's like the gamma released something that was already there.
My son is unique, and the world will not tolerate his existence.
What did you do to me?
I improved on nature a million times more powerful.
My God.
I need everything we have to stop his movement.
You will only fuel his rage and make him stronger.
You know I never hurt you. When you're left with no choice.
I'm sending her a surprise visit from some friends of mine.
When you're pushed too far.
You pathetic freak.
Don't just get even. You're making me angry. Get mad. I don't think you're gonna like me when I'm angry. And unleash the hero within. From director Ang Lee.
We're gonna have to watch that temper of yours.
Welcome back. It's a lot of fun to me. This is when CG finally caught up, but this is one of the first ILM movie kind of doing the CG this way. I look past that. I'm looking at story here, and it is phenomenal. Anyway, let's start with the occult stats. According to ILM animators, the Hulk in this movie is a massive powerhouse. He weighs a whopping 3,452 pounds, or 1,556.8 kilograms. His skin is 10 times as strong as Kevlar. He can exert 14 tons of pressure per square inch. Imagine his shoes. They'd be US size 87, and the chest measured at 17 feet and 4 inches. True behemoth, man. Oh, and he can move at top speed of about 300 miles an hour, and he can leap 3 to 4 miles in a single bound. He can leap across 300 or 400 miles in a single bounce. All right, now here's an interesting one. Nick Nolte, oxygen trick during the production. Nick Nolte, who played David Banner, used an oxygen tank on set. But here's the twist. He didn't really need it. Nolte confided in Eric Bana that it was just a ploy to make the crew think he was crazy, so they'd pay more attention to him. It was a 12-year in development film. The whole movie was in development for an astonishing 12 years. This timeline allowed CGI technology to advance significantly and make it possible to create the visual effects needed to bring the Hulk to life on the screen. I know the Hulk didn't look the best out of them all. He's the strongest there is. The influences behind the screenplay and director Ang Lee were monster movies like King Kong, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Beauty and the Beast, Faust, and other Greek mythology tragedies. It helped inspire the shape and the complexity of emotional narrative of Hulk. Now, I would say that Nick Nolte does a fantastic job. Jennifer Connelly does a fantastic job. But Nick Nolte, damn, he's a good actor. I mean, anyway, Sam Elliott, for Thunderbolt Ross, he read a whole bunch of Hulk comic books. Initially, he had his doubts about growing a mustache since the army discourages facial hair. However, director Ang Lee convinced him to keep it, adding it to the iconic look of his character. I'm going to give this movie a 8.5. I know visually it looked a little funky at times, but I love it, and I watch it over and over and over again. He is my favorite Hulk. What you want to see is Hulk smash. World Breaker Hulk. That's what we want to see. But this was a good introduction, even though the backstory of how he became the Hulk is different. I personally like the bomb story from the comics. But an 8.5, directing good, cinematography good, editing great, making panels and using split screens and stuff like that. It was such an interesting and well-edited film. So that's all I really got for you today, guys. I appreciate you dropping by. I'd even appreciate if you'd subscribe, please. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you spread that love to everybody you know. Now, stop the wars.